Hey guys, this is Smithy. Welcome to my channel. Today's video is a very special one, especially if you are a lover of sparkly, shifty eyeshadows. This video is all up for you. I am a big lover of duochromes, multichromes, everything sparkly eyeshadows. Eyeshadows are like my weakness, okay? So we are going to compare a few indie brands that are not that expensive on eyeshadows, or if you are a beginner to multichromes and duochromes, which would be the palettes or the single eyeshadows that I would recommend to you guys. Especially if you're starting off, you better start off with a lower price and then figure out whether you are interested or involved or invested into that, so that you can spend your hard-earned money or invest in the eyeshadows that you really love. So if this sounds interesting to you, then keep watching. Okay, so I have a few brands in front of me. I have It's Belle Cosmetics, I have Sugar Drizzle, I have Looxi Beauty eyeshadows, I have JD Glow, I have Pretty Sphere of Face, I have Sydney Grace. I have these eyeshadows to recommend to you guys, especially if you're beginning, because these seem to be a little more reasonable as compared to like Cleona or Divina or Touch of Glam or Shine by SD. All of those brands, I would say single eyeshadows range from like $16 to $18. These vary in pricing depending on whether you're purchasing a palette or you're purchasing a single eyeshadows. I have single eyeshadows as less as like $3, and I have palettes that retail around like $30, $35. So let's begin swatching, because I really want to show you like different textures just to make you realize which texture are you super into, whether you like smooth shimmers or like super sparkly shimmers. So let's begin. I am first gonna dive into It's Belle Cosmetics, because this is the brand that made me fall in love with duochromes and multichromes and like sparkly eyeshadows. So this is their Flare Collection Remix palette. I have a whole dedicated video on this, and I've done like 2 looks using this palette on that video, but I have used this palette like a lot of times, So let me swatch this. My favorite eyeshadow actually is Larimar, but let's swatch Rose Water because I have this kind of a shade in the other palettes also. Actually, the shadow that I'm wearing on my eyes. So this is Rose Water, and you can see how sparkly, how dimension, how shifty that is. It definitely has like a bluish greenish to like a pink base. It's beautiful, absolutely stunning. And the eyeshadow that I'm wearing today is actually from Sugar Drizzle, and this is their newest MILF palette. And the shadow that I'm wearing is called Leap here at this end. Very similar, I would say. Even in texture, the formula seems super similar. So this is Leap. So you can see both of them super sparkly, super dimensional on the eyes. Like, I have nothing to complain here. Okay, now let's talk about JD Glow. And I have a shade, maybe not as dimensional, but super sparkly again. And this is Sin, which would be very similar to that. So let me swatch that. So that is Sin. As you can see, Sin is like more of like a pale pink shade. It doesn't have like too much of like shift going on. But again, super sparkly, super dimensional. Love that. Okay, now let's dive into Looxi Beauty, and these are the shadows that are like $3. And this one is in the shade Venus, similar to those color scheme, I would say. Like a very light pale pink, but it has some green and blue going on. So let me swatch that. This is Looxi Venus. Let's do this also. This is Pretty Sphere of Face, and this one is Asteroid. Now, Asteroid is out the whole lot. When I'm touching this, this is definitely, it's smooth, but it feels like it's loosely pressed. So definitely do keep that in mind. I would say Pretty Sphere of Face out of the whole bunch would be more like the smallest indie brand, I would say. So you would find a little more like hand pressed eyeshadows there. So again, we have a whole bunch of range. I don't think I remember everything, but let me try. This is It's Belle Cosmetics Rose Water. Then we have Sugar Drizzle, Leap. Then we did JD Glow Sane. Then we did Looxi Beauty Venus. And then we had Pretty Sphere of Face, Asteroid. And as you can see, like out of the whole eyeshadows that I've like swatched, I feel like It's Belle has like the most dimension to it. But all of them are super sparkly, super shifty. I would also say if you're going for Pretty Sphere of Face, the last one, I would highly recommend a glitter glue. And for me, this has never failed, and this is the NYX Glitter Glue. I'm not applying glitter glue right now just because I really want you to see the shifts in the dimension all by itself. So let's move on. I personally, if I have to recommend one, I would say It's Belle is really good. So is Sugar Drizzle, I would say. But those really stand out to me from this bunch. Let me get my washcloth, my wipe, so that I have a clean base working for you guys when I'm swatching the rest of the shades. Okay, again, let's do some purpley eyeshadows because I absolutely love purples. So let's start off with It's Belle. This is Garuge. It's again a purple to a pink to a blue shifting eyeshadow. Oh my god, look at that. Yeah, I know. So that is It's Belle. Look at how dimensional it is. Are you serious right now? I can slap you if you come in front of me. I'm that excited. Okay, now let's move on to Sugar Drizzle. Sugar Drizzle also has a very similar shade which is called Croquis here. So let's do that. So this is Sugar Drizzle's Croquis. Super similar. I would call it a dupe for sure. Then we have JD Glow, Anomoly or Insane. I would say Insane. So let's do JD Glow Insane. So smooth, so sparkly. So that's JD Glow's Insane. Then we have Looxi Beauty's Jelly. And I think Looxi Beauty's Jelly is definitely a little more on the deeper side, but you'll get the effect. So that's Looxi Beauty's Jelly. And then we have Pretty Sphere of Face, Solstice. So this is Pretty Sphere of Face, Solstice, which seems very, very similar. So let me swatch that. Actually, this is super pretty. Look at that. Super, super pretty. I would say only Looxi Beauty's Jelly is a little off tone, but rest everything is like very, very similar. But again, when I see in the viewfinder, like the standout shade to me would be this one from It's Belle Cosmetics and this one, which is from Pretty Sphere of Face. I would say they stand out the most to me. I would say even Sugar Drizzle is very, very close to the It's Belle one. Yeah, so you can choose it for yourself. Like, I really, really love them. Wow. Can I? I love it. I love this. Oh my god. I love purples. If you cannot see the excitement in my face, I cannot, guys. I really cannot. My hand by the end of this video is going to be all sparkly shifty. Not complaining about that one bit. Not one bit. Okay, let's do some blues now. I definitely want to... Actually, I'll swatch both of them. Definitely want to swatch Larimar, which actually... in front of me, it looks like a green, blue, purple. And Aquamarine looks like a green to a purple. I know you can see like both of them as greens. Like, you need to trust me on that. Okay, so this is Larimar, my favorite. And this is Aquamarine. Now, both of them have like different texture. Larimar is super sparkly and super shifty, whereas Aquamarine is also shifty, but it is definitely has like more base to it. So Aquamarine is like green to a blue shifting shade, and Larimar is, as I said, like a teal to a blue to a purple shifting shade. So both of them from It's Belle Cosmetics. Now let's talk about Sugar Drizzle. We have a very, very similar shade, I would say. Okay, let's do Pond and let's do Fly Swatter. Fly Swatter, I know for a fact, is a dupe to Aquamarine. So I'll swatch that right next to it. So this is Flies Water and this is Pond. Again, these are both very smooth shades, but you can see like the shift going on here, right? So the first two, It's Bell, the second two, Sugar Drizzle. Again, both of them from the same palettes, right? That would definitely be like more cost effective, I would say. Now let's move on to JD Glow. And out of JD Glow, I would say I'm going to swatch Anomoly and Watermark. So let me show it to you. Oh man, I don't want to drop this. This is Anomoly, this one, the deep purple one, and this is Watermark, which is more of like a green blue. So again, Anomoly, such a beautiful shade. Like both of these, like I adore from JD Glow. That's Anomoly and Watermark. Definitely different in tones, but super sparkly, super shifty. You get the gist. These are definitely like my favorite eyeshadows, like from these lines for sure. Now let's move on to Looxi Beauty. So I'm going to swatch Ube here and Dragonslayer here because yeah, let's see. I also actually, let's do this one too. This is Wicked Witch shade, also from Looxi. Yeah, I don't think it'll be similar, but yeah, let's see. This is Ube, this is Dragonslayer, and this is the Wicked Witch shade. This is actually a multi-chrome, but you definitely need like a glitter glue to be packed under to see the shift. Again, the first one is Ube, then Dragonslayer, and then Wicked Witch from Looxi Beauty. All of them $3. I'll pop all the pricing also in the description box below for you guys to like check out. From Pretty Sphere Face, I would do, oh my god, so many good shades. Can you see that? These sparkly shades are all Pretty Sphere Face. I have many more. Oh, I did not even swatch Sydney Grace. Okay, we'll do it, no worries. Okay, let's do all three of these. This one, I would say Nitro for sure. And you need Brocade in your life if you are a green person. Let's do this. Electrified, Nitro, oh my god, and Brocade. Brocade has some other dimensional altogether. Oh my god. Electrified, Nitro, and Brocade. And by the way, I've done like a dedicated video on all these shades, the palettes, everything. So I'll link a few in the iCards above for you guys to check out, and some in the description box below also, so that you can find like the respective videos so that it can help you a little more. But that's how it is. Let me finally do a few shadows from Sydney Grace also. But Sydney Grace shadow, when you dive into Sydney Grace, I would expect that you are not a big fan of like sparkly eyeshadows. Rather, you would be a fan more of like a smoother eyeshadow. So let me show you that. So this is Go For It from Sydney Grace. This one actually. Bronze to Perfection from Sydney Grace. And then I would do, let's do this, Greatest Gift. All of them super smooth. So this is Greatest Gift. Then we have Bronze to Perfection. And then we have Go For It. Now, Greatest Gift, definitely the first one is definitely a lavender to a green shifting eyeshadow. Bronze to Perfection is a straight up bronze, and Go For It is more of like a taupey purple shade. But you can see how smooth that is as compared to these like sparkly shifty shades. So it is totally dependent on you whether what you like in your collection. But those I would definitely like suggest going for. If you are like very particular about what eyeshadow shades you're wearing, I would say go for like single shadows, because you know exactly what shades look good on you, especially if you are like more of a neutral person, or if you are a purple lover like me. I would say go for Looxi Beauty and start with those eyeshadows. And I have like the best of the best. I'll list a few eyeshadows that are like my favorite eyeshadows from their line. From Looxi Beauty, I would say go for like Auroras. Those are like the most sparkly, shifty eyeshadows. My favorite of the bunch, I would say, to name a few, I love Angel Wings, I love Social Butterfly, I love the Monarch if you are more of like a neutral lover. But there are so many shades. I've done like a dedicated video on Looxi Beauty. I'll link everything on the description box below as well as in the iCards above. But let's say you basically want to just start off with like, you love colors. And if you want to just start off with a palette, I would highly suggest It's Belle and Sugar Drizzle to you. Sugar Drizzle, this is the MILF palette, and you can see like all the variety that is in the palette. Like you have a mix of pinks, you have greens, you have purples, like murky greens, you have like iridescent multichromes, you have 2 black based multichromes, which is amazing to find. And this palette was around, I would say around like $40-$45, but you're getting like 12 duochrome multichrome shades. Now if you have to go for It's Belle Cosmetics, I have 2 with me. This is their first palette, which was Break the Rules palette, and this was their second palette, which is their Flare Collection Remixed palette. Both of them have like beautiful multichromes. All of them are like super sparkly, super shifty kind of an eyeshadows. This palette retails for like $28, I would say, and this is more on that $30 price range. So yeah, definitely do keep that in mind. Looxi Beauty eyeshadows are more like $3 around the price range. And if you are going with like Sydney Grace, I would say wait for Christmas in July sale. They do that and you can get like a high discount if you are interested in Sydney Grace for like smooth shimmers. For Pretties for Your Face, always wait for a sale because they do 50% off sale. A lot, like every 2 weeks I would say they do 50% off, so definitely wait for their weekend sale. For JD Glow also, Black Friday sale would be the best time to buy JD Glow eyeshadows because that's when they are at their best price. But yes, I really hope that this video was helpful for you guys and you loved me like swatching these shades for you guys so that I could have helped you in slight way just to decide which multichromes or which duochromes that you can go for if you are startup in like multichrome industry. So yes, if you did like this video, do give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already and ring the notification bell so that you're notified every time that I post sex. I generally upload 3 videos every single week, every Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays at 9 AM Eastern Standard Time. Until next time, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.